love pay-per-click advertising is because basically you control how much you pay per click, okay? You can pay 5 cents, 10 cents, $1, any amount you want to pay to get whatever traffic you want to get. And the thing that makes pay-per-click traffic so powerful is that, number one, it's predictable. When you get 200 clicks on Monday and you get 200 clicks on Tuesday, you can be pretty much guaranteed that if it's coming from the same traffic source, that it's going to convert just as well on Tuesday as it did on Monday. The other thing is you can control it. You can shut it off. You can turn it on whenever you want. You can set your budget of how many clicks you want to get in a particular day, and basically decide how you want to run your campaign. With SEO and free traffic, I mean, the beauty of free traffic is, of course, it's free. I mean, who doesn't love free traffic? But it's so arbitrary. You don't know when it's going to come in. You don't know if you're going to be able to maintain your rankings, and it is very, very competitive. Now, the way pay-per-click search engines work are that bids are placed in an auction format for each keyword or key phrase that you're going to bid on. Now, the one thing to understand is that the different pay-per-click search engines out there have different methods for ranking. If many of you have done AdWords, you do know that AdWords has 5 factors that make up their quality score, and your bid placement is based on your quality score, basically, and your bid price. So, I mean, there's a number of factors as far as Google AdWords are concerned. Then again, there are the traditional pay-per-click search engines such as 7Search, where money is the deciding factor of where you're ranked. If you want to be number 1 for any keyword, you simply have to outbid the rest of the competition. And 7Search will place your will place your ad at the very, very top of the pack. Okay. Now, the one thing that I want to stress, and many of you might be biting your nails or a little bit nervous on this webinar because you might have had your AdWords account banned previously in the past or just recently, and I know that can be a very traumatizing experience, especially when AdWords is your sole source of traffic or the majority of your traffic. I kind of saw the writing on the wall with Google AdWords when the mass banning started, and I was fortunate enough to be able to drop my traffic coming from Google down to about 25% and get the outside traffic about 75% before Google actually did come and ban my accounts. Yes, I have been banned by Google AdWords, but don't worry, I will give you the precise steps on this webinar tonight on how to get a brand new AdWords account and start advertising again on AdWords. And the only reason why I'm doing that is because AdWords does control about 63% of the search market, and their content network is probably the largest self-serve media buying platform on the planet. So it is a very, very hard source of traffic to ignore. But don't worry, it's very, very extremely easy. When you see how easy it is to get another Google AdWords account, then you won't really care that your previous accounts have been banned because you can easily go back and get other accounts. But with that being said, one of the things that I want to focus on tonight in this webinar is that there's a world of pay-per-click traffic outside of Google AdWords. I know a lot of people had their Google AdWords account banned, and they pretty much packed it up and gave up on pay-per-click. And I never did, because I still see the huge potential in pay-per-click, and let the people think that pay-per-click is dead or it doesn't work, because we know much different, that it's alive and it's thriving well, and you can get a world of traffic outside of AdWords. Don't forget that there was a time before AdWords, and a lot of these pay-per-click sources were around long before AdWords was. And now Facebook ads is becoming a formidable charge to Google, with a reach of close to 700 million people, their own pay-per-click platform, which you can reach a ton of people. And I know I've blown through $250 on Facebook in less than 6 minutes, so it's crazy as far as the amount of traffic that you can get on Facebook, especially in the international market, guys. There's not a lot of people, especially with CPA offers, that are advertising in countries such as Spain, Portugal, Brazil, that you can get 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cent clicks from. So don't worry if your EPC, and I'll explain what EPCs are in the next few slides. If your EPC is only 6 cents, if you can get traffic for 2 cents, you're basically tripling your money. So don't worry about it. So with that being said, let's talk about the state of pay-per-click marketing. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you. When I first started selling pay-per-click information or doing these sort of webinars or training back in 2006, 2007, it was awesome because you could go to Google, direct link, get a ton of traffic, make a ton of money. But over the last 4 years, the pay-per-click marketing game has changed. Okay, inside sources at AdWords have indicated that they're looking to weed out affiliates, basically. especially affiliates who do not offer any value. And that's unfortunately arbitrary because it all depends on who looks at your campaigns on that is working at Google AdWords and what they decide is a good user experience. The other unfortunate thing is it's us, the affiliates, who really made Google AdWords what they are today. And because they've become huge behemoths, they become very arrogant. They become the judge and the jury, and they decide our fates fairly quick with not much recourse to appeal or to get back in. I mean, if you've had your account banned and you've tried to get back into Google AdWords, I'd be very, very surprised that if you've managed to get an account unbanned. I know some people have been able to do that, but I think that when you do get an account unbanned, there is still those red flags on that account. And instead of walking a tightrope, biting your nails every night, wondering when that account's going to be turfed again, I suggest just starting a brand new account, starting from scratch, starting your entire history from scratch, so that that way you kind of start on a brand new account. Like I said, pay-per-click, guys, is marketing is alive and well. It's still thriving with a massive reach of targeted prospects, probably a bigger reach than there was even 4 years ago. So there is a lot of people to reach, and I believe that this is, if you're a serious, especially if you're a serious CPA marketer, this is definitely a traffic tactic, traffic source, traffic medium that you want to be implementing with your CPA business in order to get more leads, more conversions, and obviously at the end of the day, a bigger commission check from the CPA network. But with that being said, it's not all about a CPA marketing. It's not about affiliate marketing. I mean, if you have your own products or services, or you just simply love cost per sale offers, then pay-per-click marketing works just as well. Now, just to give you some recent one-day proof, on this particular day, on August 15th, 2011, which is probably about a month ago, you can see, and a lot of you guys who are coming from OfferVault are very familiar with email submit offers. On this particular email submit offers, I was getting paid $1.55. You can see here, I generated close to $1,800 this day, and the beauty was I only spent about $500 to $600 to generate this. And a more recent date, September the 4th, 2011, I generated about $1,100, and the beauty is I only paid about $300 to generate this type of revenue. Some more recent one-day proof. This was roughly about 2 weeks ago. I managed to generate 4,000 clicks, 189 leads for $786. And the reason why I'm showing you guys these screenshots is, number one, that all of this traffic came from pay-per-click marketing. All of it. None of it came from media buys or PPV or emails. This all came from pay-per-click, and here's the catch, and here's the beauty of these screenshots, and these are why I'm so proud of these screenshots, even though they're not the outrageous, $20,000, $30,000 days, is that none of this traffic, none of it came from Google. It all came from other pay-per-click sources outside of Google. I'm not running any of these campaigns on Google, and that's why when I look at these screenshots, I am extremely pleased that none of it involved Google. Now, if there's anything that I want you guys to take away tonight that's very, very important, and most of you should understand this because, I mean, OfferVault is a good resource, and if you've been following Mark's training for the last few months, if you've been an OfferVault member, then you're a pretty sophisticated affiliate marketer, so you should be able to understand these terms. But for the sake of the people who are on this webinar who are kind of new to this, I'm just going to kind of go over this particular slide because this is extremely important that you understand this, because if you can understand this one formula, this literally will dictate your pay-per-click business and guide you to success. Now, the one acronym I want you to remember is EPC, okay? This is basically earnings per click. Many of you guys have heard that, and this is a fairly simple calculation that you can do. All it is your revenue divided by the number of clicks, and that gives you your earnings per click. So let's say, for example, you're promoting a dating offer where the lead is paying out $5 for every lead that's generated. And you notice that for every 10 clicks that you are sending, let's say from Google AdWords, you are getting 1 conversion.